We talked a little bit there about America's team, hashtag One Pride, my Detroit Lions. And they've lost Ben Johnson, they lost Aaron Glenn, who's going to be the head coach of the New York Jets. H-Time, wishing him the best up here with that squad. Although they still the Jets, brother. Just letting you know that right now, partner. Like that,
nothing good's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, look, man, you can't turn down the opportunity when it comes, man. But this is, you know what it is? There's a difference between an opportunity and a chance, right? He has not been given an opportunity.
Break it down.
He got a chance, right? Sometimes you got a good chance. Sometimes you got a not great chance. Sometimes the chances are slim. An opportunity is an opportunity.
Hey,
a chance is on a spectrum. And coaching the Jets, you got a chance.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got a chance to be a head coach. You know, you got a chance to brush up on your press conference skills.
You got a shot.
You got a shot. Right, you got a couple of come from behind wins that may happen because you're not supposed to have a chance.
Yes,
Aaron Glenn is one of those. Aaron Glenn, one of my favorite football card guys too. By the way, every time I opened up a pack of Upper Deck or Fleer, I had good old number 31 wearing that Jets green running around. So shout out to Aaron Glenn, and good facial hair guy too. Right, keeps himself well maintained. I just, we're gonna look back after this run, and it's gonna look like a president's aging. You know what I mean? We're gonna look at him.
Let me tell you what Aaron Glenn also appears to be to me. Aaron Glenn, and we talk a lot about how you don't need to try your pops, but he's especially the pops you don't need to try. This man's like a 5'9", 5'10" football player. He clearly be throwing up more weight than he did when he was in the NFL. He is prepared, okay? Yeah. Prepared.
Yeah, now always ready. You know what I mean? The kind of cat, like, Aaron Glenn looks like one of them dudes who walk up to you and the cool sayings put you on alert, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know who hey, what's going on? Hey, can't call it, I might spoil it. Like that kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's being nice because he can and will break you down to your lowest common denominator.
I wish that we had more cool phrases because he's a little bit older than us, but I wish that we had more cool phrases in our vernacular from that time period because he absolutely like somebody that would go, what's going on, man? Ain't nothing, daddy. What's happening with you?
That's it.
That's it. He looked like he got a bunch of those in it.
Put you on notice that, hey, this can be a good interaction. I'm a cool guy, but I also come from a place where interactions sometimes switch up in the middle of them.
Yeah,
right?
like, look, man, you see this Stone Cold Fox right here that's with me, brother, man. We just out here trying to have a nice time at dinner, but here you all be here making all this noise, you dig? So I'm going to need you to quiet down before, with all due respect, I come shut your ass up. You feel me?
Hey, you just made me think of a moment where I was at dinner probably a few years ago when I first met my wife, and somebody was getting loud at a table next to us, and old brother had the dive hat on. He was looking fresh, had his gaiters. This man leaned over and was like, hey, man, why would we mess around and make all these noise in front of these ladies when we can just go make some noise outside? And I looked at the person who he was talking to, and I was like, hey, abort mission, gang. Abort mission. This is not a man who said anything about going to the trunk.
Hold on. Please drop that line again.
Yeah.
Drop that line again.
He said, he looked over, he said, why would we make all this noise in front of these ladies like this when we can just go outside and make some noise on our own? And I was like, oh, okay. Because this implies that there's going to be noises coming from outside. We just don't need to upset the women folk about this, right?
Oh, my God.
And that's when I was like, hey, man, send him whatever he want from me. You know what I mean? This is how you make friends in Chicago. Telling you, I ain't want no problem. Then come to find out, custodial arts, young man, what I mean? Old OG, he didn't want no problems, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my second strike, I need to chill, you know what I mean? We need more old cats like that, but now you can't really talk to the young boys the way you want to because the young boys will get out of line.
Yeah,
we in that OG era.
You're right. That is an amazing thing. I know he didn't raise his voice even the littlest bit when he said that.
It was a quiet place. We were in a place that doesn't have noise, okay? We weren't at like Nobu where things are crashing and everybody want to be... No. We were at a sit down, you know what I mean? Black napkin spot. Hey. Let's stop making this noise. I don't want the ladies to be upset by what's about to happen right here. You know, like when a man leans over and looks at you and goes, I know what's going to happen to you. I just don't want the car ride back home to be too shaky.
Because the thing is, because what's going to happen to you is not going to stop me from completing my meal.
No, at all.
Right?
At
like
all.
I'm gonna do this thing with you.
Yeah.
They gonna come fold you up, and I'm gonna sit back down. And I'll be like, so what would we say?
On me? Yeah. I done already zailed the bail money to my lady, right? You know what I'm saying?
like, baby, they gonna be here in a couple of minutes. When they come, be cool. It's fine. It ain't gonna take long. Just call this number. Call this mate.
Give me my lamb chops to go. You know,
he know what to do. He know what to do. But with the Lions, this is where I'm torn on the Lions. I think the part that we're forgetting about is the reason that Washington beat them is they ran out of players. Like they just kept going down guys, kept going down. Jared Goff also did not have a great game, but the real issue was they were depleted by injuries. The question is whether or not they're going to be a team that is similar to the 49ers, where you have to ask, like, are you down on injuries because of something y'all be doing? Like is this going to be a thing? Because this is a crazy physical team. And, and with the mentality they got and the head coach they got, that's the only question I have, because they were down 20-something dudes on IR or something like that to a point last year. Hutchinson's going to be back. You presuming that a lot of these other cats are going to be back. They have so much talent, top to bottom, on that team. But this is kind of the second year of their window. They went to the NFC Championship game. Last year, they were the best team in the NFC, though I think if they had to play the Eagles, it probably wouldn't have gone the way that they wanted it to. But I don't know what exactly to make. They're down to two coordinators. Like, there've been so many changes, but I do believe that as much as the coordinator thing mattered, nothing matters more than the dude they got in charge, which you never could have convinced me I would have been saying like 10 years ago.
Right. Dan Campbell went from interim coach, who was the tight ends coach, where you're like, oh, look at this meathead, to look at this dude rallying the troops in a way that, you got some talented cats, but let's not get it twisted. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a 4th-round pick, right? Like, Penei Sewell is one of the best players in all of sports, not just football, right? So, like, that's blue chip stuff right there. Noah Sewell, his brother, plays for the Bears, actually pretty good linebacker as well. But he's got David Montgomery. This is an Iowa State Cyclone running back who people thought in this city, all right, he's been ground to the nubs. You ain't going to get much out of him from there on. This dude put something in crazy people known as football players that takes them to another level. What you mentioned is so important, though. When you get to the end of the season, after all the trick plays have been run, after you done beat the hell out of everybody and in the process beat the hell out of yourselves, what do you have to rely on? And I think the Aiden Hutchinson thing is paramount. Like, the fact that dude I think him as a run defender is discounted in a way that a lot of pass rushers, always, he gets sacks, but can he hold the edge? Aiden Hutchinson's a damn good run defender. They got some cats who, in Jahmyr Gibbs, like, there's so much stardom and like, oh, he gonna get 20 touchdowns every year now. Like, they're not gonna surprise anybody anymore, right? The Detroit Lions are here, and it sounds weird to say that. I'm looking forward to seeing how they come back from all those coaching departures. Like, they lost Antoine Randall at least, lost Ben Johnson, lost Aaron Glenn. They lost a lot of people, but that dude at the top, he puts something in, he make you feel like you can run through a wall, and then you run through that wall. It's just by week 16, you're like, damn, I ran through about 4 or 5 of them bitches already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many walls we gonna run through? Like, when is the Super Bowl, right? And right? You know what I mean? The commanders upped and called them and had people thinking that they could mess around and go to the Super Bowl, and the Eagles is like, nah, get that shit up out of here.
Let me tell you, man, the Lions, it probably felt good in the moment, but the Lions being so injured might have done a disservice to the Commandos